This is Muskan Fatima of CSC branch B section. The topic for today's chemistry tech talk is global warming, energy, environmental pollution, and the impact of power electronics. So let's get started. Let's see what's the introduction about this topic, that is global warming, which we know very commonly. The effects of global warming, the environmental pollution causing this, and the impact of power electronics on the global warming session will be discussed in today's session. Let's get started. Introduction to global warming. Environmental pollution and global warming are one of the biggest problems the world faces today. It is an issue that troubles us economically, physically, and every day of our lives in any field, such as construction of buildings, such survival of humans, and also the health of human beings and animals both. This expresses the need of green buildings, which is an environmentally sustainable building designed, constructed, and operated to minimize the total environmental impacts. By using these buildings, people can save money, increase comfort, and create healthier environments from them to live and work, using improved indoor air quality, natural daylight, and thermal comfort. So, the things we are going to discuss in today's session are how energy affects global warming, environmental pollution taking major part in global warming, impact of power electronics leading away to the climatic change leading to global warming. So, how energy affects global warming? How is climate change related to energy? Climate change can alter our energy generation potential and energy needs. For example, changes to the water cycle have an impact on hydropower, and warmer temperatures increase the energy demand for cooling in the summer while decreasing the demand for heating in the winter. Energy technologies such as nuclear, fission or fusion, fossil fuels, and geothermal power plants are human made sources of heat energy which flows into Earth's climate system. Such thermal emissions contribute directly to Earth's heat budget and cause global warming. Global warming is not a small topic that can be just ignored or refused to be going on. Global warming is mainly caused because of the usage of energy sources like fossil fuels, oil, vehicles, as we discussed earlier. So, using renewable sources will be the best option to reduce the global warming process. As we also heard about the depletion of ozone layer in the recent news of last year, but after the lockdown, that is, after not using these energy sources for like a year, that is, as we stopped using vehicles for about a year due to the lockdown, the ozone layer recovered a lot. This is the mass example of the effects of the external energy causing to this severe climate change and global warming. What will happen if the ozone layer depletes? The sun UV rays will directly affect the ground, and due to that, the normal temperatures of the earth will change. Using renewable energy sources to reduce global warming. Is renewable energy good for the environment? The benefits of renewable energies are huge. Not only do they improve our health and economy, but also the environment. Using renewable energy over fossil fuels has a number of advantages. The most important advantage of renewable energy is that it puts an end to the production of greenhouse gases, most notably CO2, that causes global heating. Renewable energy generation sources emit little to no greenhouse gases or pollutants into the air. This means a smaller carbon footprint and an overall positive impact on the natural environment. The combustion of fossil fuels for energy results in a significant amount of greenhouse gas emissions that contribute to global warming. Most resources of renewable energy result in little to no emissions, even when considering the full life cycle of the technologies. Environmental pollution. Did you guys hear about environmental pollution? Did you not? Actually, environmental pollution is the main and common topic that has been discussed in our daily life, because environmental pollution is not only air pollution, not only water pollution, it also is caused by noise pollution, it also is caused by festivals that way too, it also is done by the smoking, by the vehicles we drive. It's a deadly thing that this generation people are just increasing and increasing, and there's no stop to it. Fossil fuels are natural fuels such as coal or gas formed in the geological past from the remains of living organisms. The burning of fossil fuels is the largest release that increases the temperatures of the world. The Earth's temperature rises by the greenhouse gases that trap heat from the sun in the Earth's atmosphere. That is, the heat from the Earth should be released, but greenhouse gases trap them, and that leads to a very high rate of energy rise, very high rate of heat rising. Earth orbiting satellites have opened the eyes of scientists to the bigger picture of the effects of rising temperatures to the world. These rising temperatures have largely affected the climate. Glaciers have shrunk, ice on rivers and lakes are breaking up earlier, plant and animal ranges have shifted, and trees are flowering sooner. Since the late 19th century, the planet's average surface temperature has risen about 1.62 degrees Fahrenheit, that is zero point 0.9 degrees Celsius. Oceans have been absorbing a lot of this heat, with the top 700 meters, about 2,300 feet of ocean showing warning of more than zero point 0.4 degrees Fahrenheit since 1969. That is, the ocean water is being heated up and being evaporated, and we don't have enough rains to get the water back, which is causing drought in many places. So what do you think? Is this leading to a very good future? Is this leading to a bright future that we have dreamt of? No. Greenland and Antarctica ice sheets have also decreased in mass. Greenland and Antarctica are the major sites where we have the pure drinking water, and that glaciers are been melting from since 10 years, since a decade. Data from NASA's Gravity Recovery and Climate Experiment shows Greenland, Greenland lost an average of 281 billion tons of ice. That is that is because of this global warming, because of the increase in heat of the earth. We are just melting. The ice is automatically melting billions and trillions of tons. The Alps, Himalayas, Andes, Rockies, Alaska, and Africa's glaciers have been retreating. In the northern hemisphere, satellites captured and revealed that the amount of spring snow cover is decreasing. That is, the snow season is also going. The sea level has risen about 8 inches in the last century. There has been a lot of damage to the earth that cannot be undone, but there are ways to help limit future warming. The change can only happen if individuals speak up and act on the issue. The melting of glaciers not only lead to decreasing of the mass of the glaciers, but also increase the amount of ocean water that can be very harmful and very dangerous, because if the ocean water increases from the level it was before, then many cities can be drowned in it, can be submerged in it, and it's a very serious thing. Using less fossil fuel can lessen future warming. Being less dependent on fossil fuels and expanding the use of renewable energy is the way to start. Biomass power comes from plants, trees, and other organic material. It is abundant and cleaner than fossil fuels. The evidence that has been found has proven that the world is warming at faster rates than before. There are so many solutions that could benefit the world. That damage to the atmosphere has already been done. The only way to try to resolve this issue is to create a better and safer future. So, what is the impact of power electronics? We have discussed about energy impacting on global warming, environmental pollution impacting on global warming. Now, power electronics that we use in this modern era. The modern era of high density solid state power electronics started with the invention of PNP and triggering transistor by Bell Labs in the year 1956, which is later translated into commercial thyristor in the year 1958 by GE. Since then, there has been a vast expansion in the technology, with the R&D radiating in different directions. Power semiconductor devices, converter topologies, analytical and simulation technologies, estimation, control techniques, control hardware and software. It is interesting to note that the name power electronics emerged systematically from the early 1970s. Earlier, it was included as a part of industrial electronics. Power electronics is an exciting but complex technology because of its multidisciplinary nature. It is currently the most active discipline in electric power engineering. The applications of power electronics may include DC and AC regulated power supplies, uninterruptible power supply UPS systems, electrochemical processes such as electroplating, electrolysis, anodizing, and metal refining, heating and lighting control, electronic welding, power line static VR compensators, SVC, static VR generator or static synchronous compensators, STATCOM, active harmonic filters, high voltage DC, HVDC systems, photovoltaic PV and fuel cell FC power conversion, solid state DC and AC circuit breakers, high frequency heating and motor drives. So power electronics, it is related to circuit theory, electric machines, signal processing, electronics. Power electronics, it is related to the circuit theory, electric machines, signal processing, electronics, electromagnetics, power systems. So, to prevent or stop global warming, the solutions to solve global warming problems include widespread promotion of renewable energy, applying advanced emission control standards to fossil fuel based power generating stations, promotion of electric vehicles. The IC vehicles will be replaced by electric vehicles with the intermediate step of hybrid vehicles, widespread mass transportation, as in Japan and Europe, promotion of energy efficiency in the generation, transmission, distribution, and utilization of electrical energy. Now, some other ways to prevent global warming are variable frequency drives, lighting, wind energy, renewable energy through microinverters, solar energy, solar thermal conversions. And the conclusion to prevent global warming, the things we discussed can be concluded as in recent years, the increasing importance of power electronics has been realized for energy saving. The high efficiency of power electronics based energy systems has been discussed in the literature. Saving energy gives a direct financial benefit, particularly where the energy cost is high. The extra cost of power electronics in energy saving can be recovered within a reasonable period depending on the cost of electricity. In addition, reduced consumption means reduced generation that indirectly mitigates the environmental pollution or global warming problem. In general, the integration of renewable energy sources is still not satisfactory. The significance of power electronic was discussed to make the role of power electronics more clear in terms of advancement in inverters, microcontrollers. So, the session ends here. Thank you, and the end.